Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Fighting off the tackler. And the returner heads out of bounds. First down here for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Great cut. They whiff on him. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he lost it deep over the middle. He's got it near the end zone. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with him.
After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. First and goal from the 3. Handoff to the fullback. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all that the fullback got the ball. He had nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He'll hand it off. Makes a nice move there. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They're going to run it. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
New set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage and you can throw it over top of them.
They'll run it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Give it to the back again. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. Finding space at the 20. And he's into the end zone. But there is a marker down, so hold everything. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Using his legs on the scramble. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. The Gamecocks will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to run for it. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a 1st down.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
And the Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10. Now here's the toss play. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
And the wideout goes in motion. Needs a completion here on 4th down. It is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. He's at the 50. Inside the 40. That's a potential game changer. The pick and the big return.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the punting team is on the field. Do they know that it's first down? And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback dropping back. Throws to the tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's caught downfield. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. This would be an unconventional strategy. Punt team on the field on first down. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The back's got it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Taking a shot here. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, LSU. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself, but he just takes off and flashes the speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. It's a nice game. We'll move the football up to the 27.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to convert here.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's complete downfield. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. The offense trying to pull it on early here. First down and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll try to run it in on first and goal. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now the try here for the extra point. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And is brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Across midfield. Now the 40. At the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Tech on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Across the 40 now. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down.
South Carolina, 0.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback's got it on the option. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Get set, get set. Ready, go.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What makes a really good counterplay is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Important third down play coming up.
3:25.
Toss play, running right. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He lets it go on the move. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Gamecocks will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime.
Easy. Ready.
He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ready.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal.
Lasso.
Flying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Set. Hut.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Long enough and good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the return to the ground. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string, but he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And they heave it deep downfield. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
The pass rush closing in. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the returner is brought down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball to 22. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up.
Here we go. Hustle, hustle. 8-4.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Gamecocks will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Have you ever seen this? The punting team on the field on first down. This one will be fair caught. South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Linebacker shifting around now. Takes the ball and heads to the left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll toss it to the back. They can't stop him. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Reload. Clear. Clear. Flex.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Gamecocks pick up enough yards to move the sticks. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Gamecocks come to the line in a hurry-up. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. But he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. He'll try a pass here. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This quarterback on fire today. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments in half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Hands off to the left. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Takes the handoff on the counter play. Fighting off the defender. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, LSU. To stretch the lead, the route is on. How important was that touchdown, Kurt? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Turn starts inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got his man in the open field. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's got it. The two-point conversion to make this a 16-point lead, back within 2 scores. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
He shreds the tackle.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. So the offense flexing here and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. First down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Finds his man. It's Connors. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. The Gamecocks line up with a first and goal.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Empty set as they try for the two-point conversion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he'll make it into the end zone for 2, cutting the lead to 15.
Well, we know this quarterback is a threat throwing the football. Here he uses his legs to get this two-point conversion. Nice.